Hey, Anna. Great. I will send you the details right after this live. Good. Say hi, don't be shy. In today's video, it's going to be a short and sweet video. Oh, nice. Here we go. Hi, Chandra. Hi, Adele. What's up? Where are you guys tuning in from? Okay. All right, I'm excited. I have not been live in a while for good reasons. I've been focusing on growing software, this and that. And yeah, I felt very inspired this morning to just go live because we had a very interesting question popping up several times in my coaching groups this week, in messengers, in other private conversations. So yeah, as you can see from the topic, we're going to talk about real quick. I'm going to tell you 2 stories when and why to reject clients. Okay. Let me know in the chat below. Have you ever rejected clients? If so, why? What happened? From Australia. Nice, nice. Good day, mate. Okay. Adele, have you ever rejected clients? Have you ever canceled contracts? Have you ever sent refunds? This is also the first time I'm going live since the new Facebook restrictions. So let's see what happens here. And by the way, since you may be confused, we have 2 Facebook groups. This one here, about 2,100 people or whatever, which is targeted towards coaches, course creators who want to get to 6 figures and beyond. Okay, organically. All my marketing strategies are organically. The other Facebook group of over 22,000 online entrepreneurs, many of you may be part of that. It's called the Social Club. You can check it out on my profile. That is also a Facebook group of ours where you can actually promote your business. So if you want to join that, just go to my Facebook link and join it. A Facebook profile, there's the link somewhere you can join it. So that's the difference between those 2 groups. So yeah. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to tell you 2 stories. One story happened to me this week myself, and another story happened to my client. Okay. The first story happened to me at my vet. I have a dog, Pipsy. Maybe she's going to come in a minute to say hi. And I really need to go and get some checks with her because she has been, come here, because she has been not very well. Come here, say hi to the peeps. Not very well for about a week now. This is my baby. Say hi to the peeps. I love you so much. She's been puking in the morning and we don't know why. So I assume she has something in her belly, which she's trying to get out, right? Sometimes dogs puke because they eat all sorts of things outside, but many times this week she tried to puke, but nothing came even out. So it really sounded dangerous and it sounded like something is stuck somewhere inside of her, right? So I'm freaking out. I'm texting my vet. I'm explaining all the things. And yeah, the best thing my vet can come up with here in Bali, Indonesia is, oh, well, just keep giving her the syrup, which we gave you last week anyway for some other issue. I'm like, well, that is not solving the problem. That is soothing her stomach, yes, but that's not actually solving the problem. Like, I need a solution to this problem. What is this? We need to find the problem in the first place, right? So I decided to make an ultrasound, to make a scan, to look into her belly and to see what's up, if we can find some objects inside of her and so on. And yeah, my vet didn't give me good recommendations. They said, yeah, you can come anytime. It's like, does my dog not need to fast? So it was really dodgy and really weird. They really showed me they have no idea what they're talking about, right? And then next message, everything goes over WhatsApp message over here as well. Like, you can't even talk to these people. Everything is in writing. The next message is a recommendation from them to just go to a professional vet. To imagine this, your vet tells you an emergency. Oh, sorry, we cannot help you. Please go to a professional vet. It's like, oh my God. And for those who have not lived in Bali, this kind of stuff is actually quite normal. Like, that just nothing works, and the quality of services like that is pretty low. And foreign people can also not work here, not educate. They don't go outside to learn and study. So the quality is a little mid-range. Point being is, I tell this to my friends, this story, who live here, who have pets and dogs, so they rejected me as a client, right? That's the whole point of the story. And everyone is what I just said. Oh, that's so very typical for Bali. And I'm thinking, yeah, it is, but I was actually not upset. Actually, I was very happy that they have the balls to tell me, we have no idea how to handle this situation. Please go elsewhere. They gave me a number from another vet they recommend. Go there and talk to them. I was like, good. And I believe you should be doing the same thing in your online business or in any business, really. If you realize a client needs a treatment, a client needs a product or service, but you can't deliver, you should totally not take on that client. No matter how much money they're going to pay you, which leads me to the next story in a minute, in just a minute. It doesn't matter. Like, if you can't deliver, if you don't have the skills, don't take on that client. There's so many things that can go wrong. And by the way, I think that is actually a scam as well. If you sell stuff and you don't even know, you don't have the skills in order to deliver that particular service or product. Okay, you don't want to be a scammer. You don't want to be, you just want to own it. You just want to focus on one specific area, deliver this service, be really damn good at what you do, and forget about the rest. Okay, don't have that Chinese object syndrome. Don't think about the money, especially not at the beginning. Okay, at the beginning, focus on honing in your skills, becoming the best in your field. Okay, so people start talking about you so you can live off recommendations. Word of mouth marketing is the most effective marketing on the planet and the oldest, but the most effective. You don't need to spend money on ads if you have people recommending you. All right. So yeah, the point of that story is the vet rejected me because they didn't have the skills or didn't have the comfort to go into this issue to try and solve it, because it's dangerous. Your dog can die if there's different things in the belly and you don't take action and remove those objects. It's the same thing with your business, depending on what you sell, which brings me to the second story, which happened this week as well. One of my clients came to me in one of the calls. He is a grief coach. He helps people to move smoother, to make the grief journey easier if they lose a pet, a spouse, a relationship, anyone who is grieving. Okay, that's his speciality. That's what he focuses on. He has this lady reaching out to him. She's desperate for her son. She needs a psychologist for her son. They knew each other from somewhere, and she sees his posts, his reels. He's really engaged. He's got a really engaged community on social media. He does amazing content, and something in his content resonated with her. Okay, so she reached out. They hopped on a call, and the way I teach it is I teach two-step calls. One is a qualifier call, 15 minutes. You have a quick chat to see if or how you can help that person, if you like that person, and if they have the money to pay you. Okay, so those three things. If it's a yes, you move on to the strategy session and provide a proper strategy session, which goes on for 45 or 60 minutes. He does the qualifier call, and he comes onto the session with me and he shares the experience, and he tells me, Tina, she really is so desperate. She said local psychologists rejected her. The insurance is not covering, but she really needs help for her son who suffers from anxiety and depression. That's the problem. That's the problem the customer or the potential customer has. This is not his specialty. His specialty is to help people to move to grief. That's what he's working on. Yet, of course, it can be very, very, very tempting to take on a client and to get the money and to try and help. He really wants to help, right? My recommendation to him is to just let it go. He's not trained in this. And sometimes, very, very often, especially when it comes to like psychology and depression and all of this kind of stuff, people have different degrees, okay? People have been trained properly or should have been trained properly. There's many, many people out there on the online space who claim, whatever else coaches they are. But when it comes to mental health, I don't think anyone should touch it apart from actual doctors who know exactly how to handle the customer. Because even through a simple question or through a simple conversation, more often than not, you see it in the online space that they leave the client more wounded behind than they started with, okay? Because the coach doesn't have the skills to properly handle that particular disease in the mental health space. So it was a tough decision for him because A, he's an amazing person and he really wants to help people. But number two, And of course, it's nice to have a client. I mean, hello, you're running a business. Bringing money in is the lifeblood of your business, right? But what you need to think further is, again, to the same thing as of the first story. If you don't have the skills to help people solve that problem, you shouldn't be selling it. You shouldn't be selling that service or that product. And that can be very dangerous. What if, and he was suicidal, the son of the lady as well. Like, that is red flags popping up everywhere. What if this guy decides to end his life? How are you dealing with this as a coach who's not trained in this and who should have sent this guy to a proper psychologist, doctor, right? The damage you can create by making these wrong moves is really big. Like, you have to live with these kind of consequences as well later on. So think about when you make decisions like this. There's another video on my YouTube channel somehow, how to make decisions. Think about the secondary, the third, and the fourth consequences which happen after you decide which way to go, left or right. Should I take this client? Should I not take this client? And in this case, taking the client, the consequences which can happen after that are far bigger than not taking the client. Okay? So these are two scenarios when you should really reject clients. Okay? You don't have the skills and you're not educated in the problem. You shouldn't take on these people. That's called a scam. We are not scammers right here. We don't want to scam people, okay? We want to help people with exactly what we can help them with. What do you think? Let me know in the chat below. For some reason, my phone is a bit stuck here. What do you think about this? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the chat below. Have you ever rejected a client? What was the scenario? Why did you reject a client? In my space, maybe I should share quick stories in my space as well. That doesn't happen too often, but sometimes I reject clients also because, especially in the, I've been focusing on the beginner market for the last 5 years. I've been working with beginners to start off a business, right? To get from 0 to 6 figures in whatever time frame with organic marketing methods. And many people don't need a business coach. They don't need someone to show them how to do funnels, how to do marketing. They need a psychologist, okay? Many people. Thank you. Yeah, that is why we should have a niche and only stick to it. Correct. Because once you know your avatar and your niche and your industry inside out, everything else falls into place. You're absolutely correct. So yeah, and I'm not a psychologist and I will not get into that field, and I'm not a therapist and I don't want to be. I don't want to talk about heavy family problems in my business coaching classes. Like, I'm talking about marketing and tech, and that's it. That's the best you can get from me. Yeah. I'm not talking about why whatever family issues or whatever issues happen and why they didn't happen and how you can move through it. That's not what I'm educated on. That's not what I would like to do. That's not the people I serve. Many times when this overlaps, when I can feel on the call or while chatting with people, this is like a major issue and they need someone else, I just reject the client. I just don't take on the client. Yes, I'm losing a lot of money because I sell high ticket, but it's not worth it for me. Okay? Really have your ethics down and don't be a scammer, basically. All right. Oh yeah, clients. Yeah, comment clients below this video. Comment clients below or send me a DM on Facebook with the word clients if you want to work together, if you want to take your business to the next level, or if you want to help start your business and get it to 6 or multiple 6 figures per year utilizing organic marketing methods, okay? For those who are new here, organic means unpaid. We are not teaching you how to run expensive Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads. We do everything organic, which means unpaid. All right? That's how we roll over here. That's how I built a multiple 6-figure business in my first year of being in business, selling online education, digital products. Okay? I used to have location-dependent businesses, one in London, one in Bali, and it was a disaster. I did not want to be stuck ever again with a location-dependent business. And that's why I've built up this business here. All right, we sell coaching and consulting in addition to software and tech, which you need when you get online. So yeah, that's it for me today. I will maybe pop by another time this week, maybe tomorrow. Let's see. Because also, oh yeah, I wanted to say, if you were thinking about jumping on Coach Marketing Hub, which is one of our software, then today is the day, because in about 24 hours, I believe it will, 36 hours, we're going to raise the price. We're going to remove all the unlimited options and put restrictions on all the plans and raise the prices. So if you've been thinking, if you've been hovering over the decision, should I jump onto the software or not? Now is the time to do so, because these plans will never come back. If you jump on now, then you grandfather in the price, which is where it's at now, and you will stick on that plan forever. Hi, Shana, how is it going? Nice to have you here. Definitely go back and watch what we've just talked about. I see you just jumping in, because I think it would be really helpful for you as well. Cool. All right. Nice to chat with you guys, and I will chat with you again sometime this week. Bye.